Oh, yeah,
Okay.
dual broadcasting. Say hello to everybody here.
Oh.
All deaf. Because I'm very pissed off at some certain political parties. I got a good question for you. Because first thing that's gonna ask you, one of the things that says right on my thing in the thing, I've got roevwade. Do you know what roevwade is?
No.
The abortion rights thing.
Oh, that's what that was? I just know it as abortion.
Okay. I'm not gonna get too much in it, but I'll give you one thing. Do you not agree? Women have more rights about when it comes to the kid and keeping it than men do.
That's a fact. That ain't no fucking conspiracy.
Like if the woman gets knocked up by accident, say us, I know, condom broke or something like that crap. Men are not universally allowed, even where I live. We cannot say, hey, keep the kid. I'll take the kid, you can walk out. No. That's not allowed. Okay. That's kind of fucked up to a degree. Sometimes we're forced into child support, whether we disacknowledge the kid or not. Hey, Andrew.
Yep.
That's another one. That's one enough. I mean, I touched a lot of this last night.
See, abortion is necessary if it spares us from people like Dead Metal Media.
But on the blue pill versus red pill thing, what some of them want to do is get rid of it all the way up to like the third trimester.
Yeah.
Which is
now they updated it to where even if the baby is a newborn, you could have it eliminated right after it's born.
You can break the spine of the kid. There's an infamous line of a governor where it's like, we'll make the child comfortable, we'll lay him down, and then we'll off him. We didn't say off him. I'm exaggerating, but that's basically what they're doing.
See, I don't agree with that. The only thing that's
murder.
If it's,
that's murder at that point.
Here's the thing. Listen to this. What about rape children that are born through that, or incest children which are born defective? I wouldn't want them to live in that state. Like, I wouldn't want them to live in that state of life. That would be the time. Like, okay, if a rape child comes out and he's normal, but he or she later learns what happened, can determine who they are based on that decision. Like, yeah, it happened, but I'm not gonna let that affect who. Because I know somebody who has a child that was born like that, but the child is completely fine. He doesn't know, but he has no problems. He doesn't even have no behavioral issues. None of that. He's just fine. She says she'll tell him one day, and I'm sure by the time he understands, because he can kind of see that his dad, the person that did it is a real bad dickhead already. So of course he'll be like, yeah, you did that to my mom. You forcibly put me into this world, but I can't blame her because at least she took care of me. That mindset is fine. But if it's a child that was born like incest children, that regardless, they're gonna be born fucked up, mentally
I'll give you an
unstable,
example of that in a minute. Keep going.
They're born in a state of mind where they don't understand. They'll come out mentally deficient or physically deficient, stuff like that. I don't want them.
For example, two cousins marrying each other and having a kid.
Yeah, I don't want the child living that kind of life. Yeah, you can't have the child live like that. So yes, I would say that'll be the time.
And their eldest was the one that got the gene defect, and he's going to be responsible for the farm.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad of a gene defect. It's just like one mild gene defect.
No, but I'm talking about, because remember, way back when, like in the European days, you saw how generations of freaking inbred were deficient in them later. And that's the worst part. Like, don't do that. Like, no, it's because regardless, because the problem is, the blood cells between your family members, let's say, the reason why it comes out so bad is because, to get scientific, your blood cell and your family's blood cell are equally powerful. Now, if it's someone who's not of your family, like, say, you're the man with the stronger DNA, and the mom has a moderate DNA, then it'll come out correct, because then both DNAs will filter out in the child to basically make up for that entire... Basically, it'll even the child out upon birth. But then if you have people with the two strong same chromosomes of DNA, it's going to overcharge the child. Basically, either overcharge the child or overdo something, and then it just fucks up the child.
Alright, so your stance on that is...
It's difficult. It depends on the situation.
It's a morally gray area on the... But what would you say if they put the kid up for the safe harbor laws? Which is where you put the kid at the, like, say, the police station, church, or the hospital.
Yeah.
And then they take care of it. You know what I mean? It goes in that way. Safe harbor law. What would you say for that, where it doesn't have any, like, the kid has no idea who the parents are because they don't. They just drop the kid off there. That's different,
and if the kid doesn't have a health defect and can be raised in that, like, at least raised in a positive environment, then that's different.
Let's take out the incest one and put the rape one there. The kid has no idea.
That's different.
The kid has no idea that happened, no idea who the mother is or the father is. They were just put in a safe harbor area. And there's no way to track it.
Eventually, you would have to tell them. And let's say you can tell them if they're the kind of child that is doing something with their life because of the situation, they're being raised well, and that they come out to be. Then I think you'd have to carefully drop that bombshell, and then they'll be like, oh, well, then that's the kid.
I'll give you an example. I was 5 when I figured out I was adopted. I turned out fine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because by that point I was already, even though I was 5, and I just looked at my parents because, I'm Asian, and, there I was like, why do I have squinty eyes and you don't? I figured it out really quick when I got cognizant. And they said, well, you were adopted, And I just saw no problems. I was like, oh, well, you're my mom. You're the only person I've known since I was born. Why should I see you differently? So that's where I go with the safe harbor drop off there, because most of them, they don't even leave anything. So, you know what I mean? They don't leave much information behind on that, So there's almost nothing to track. So other than somebody has adopted the kid, and you have to literally drop the bombshell, say, hey, you were adopted, we don't know anything of the family, blah, 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 but it's not like you know the circumstances.
Exactly. That's what, yeah.
So that's one thing I wonder of what you would say of the safe harbor law. I mean, women could use that damn thing easy. Regardless. Yeah. On the rape thing. In this one, okay, I could see with the gene deficiency for the long term, you know what I mean? But if you didn't want the kid because it was forced upon you, safe harbor law. There is that. Or, don't wait till the 3rd trimester. Or even the 2nd trimester to a degree.
Yeah.
Okay, also, when they also say ban abortion, they even mean it medically, like, they could even go as far as medically, which is like, if the kid is, like, causing danger to the mother. You know what I mean? Like, it's the pick one life or the other situation. Like a bad car accident. And, the baby's almost unsavable. That could be, in some cases, considered abortion. Your opinion on that?
Yeah.
Do you see that as abortion or saving one life over the other? Because doctors are going to get screwed.
Yeah.
Because that's actually considered it, even though you are saving the life of the mother, even though they were in a bad car wreck. I'm using car wrecks because car wrecks happen every day. Okay?
Yeah.
And most of them, some of them can go very badly wrong. Like, if there's almost no chance to save the kid, but you can save the mother, I find that shouldn't qualify under that. But most of the people will try to strong-arm it. You know what I mean? That counts as it. And I'm like, no, that's a medical mishap. But really, you shouldn't throw that in there, but you will, and that'll put most doctors in jeopardy for lawsuits and shit. So your opinion on that one? My opinion is that's not intentional, and the kid's not. If you can't save it, it's a tragedy. Your opinion on that circumstances?
Well, if it comes to a trap, we gotta consult with Admiral Akbar.
Well, you know what I mean. No.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Do you agree
it's still, yeah, I agree, but it's almost like when questions like that, even with that involved, it's like it still makes you feel where's the line,
uncomfortable or indoctrined.
We don't know where the line, like the areas of these things are always so vague and gray.
That's why when they just did a census or whatever you call it, a schematic the other day, and they released the results from April. They said, what are the 2 things on your mind? The top one was abortion because of Joe Wave, and the second one was the economy. Oh, we're going to get into the economy. We're going to get into that bitch in a little bit. I just want to cover the Roe v. Wade really quick. So by overturning it, people think, oh, it'll be Maid's Tale or whatever it is. All over again. No. No, states, that'll be in certain states. States have what are called trigger laws. It'll be basically up to the state to decide. That's basically all it is. It boils down to the state. The whole federal government will not own the power anymore. It'll be states' jurisdictions. Which people don't use their brain and read law and don't look into it too much. They just think, ah! But I'm like, you gotta think, there's a case in Colorado. It's Colorado where you can have abortion all the way up to birth. What? I just look at my head like, okay, that's the extreme. Oh, you still there, John?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Your opinion on that case, because that's legal in some areas, all the way up to the kid is born. Is that like?
I think once the kid is born, that the ability of abortion or anything like that should be taken away from you.
Yep. And everybody I've talked to universally, when I told them that existed, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, they have to terminate the kid after it's born. It's been delivered into the world."
Like, then that's murder. That's more murder than just doing it when they're in the womb.
Exactly. Because at that point, it's no longer a woman has, you know, a baby attached. They're sharing a same bloodstream anymore. You're completely out and separate at that time.
And it benefits the women that want to fool around, but then every time they don't want to face the responsibility of having a kid.
So you see, there's where that one thing should be abolished when it comes to abortion, because they're trying to take it to that far of a level. Some states will. And in my opinion, that's an extreme. Like, it should not go to that level, to where the kid's already born, breathing, and then you just basically break the kid's spine. That's flat out murder. I'm sorry, everyone. That's murder. Homicide, murder, whichever one you want to call it. The kid is already out, breathing, everything. You are no longer still attached to the body. Even to the 3rd trimester is still really messed up. But you're not, you know me. You're not fully detached from the mother thing yet. But again, the whole argument is such a morally gray area that it comes down to people with morals. What are your standards? Not standards. Where do you draw the line? I draw the line at the 3rd trimester. And then there's some cases with women. Oh, great! Joe Libra's here. We can hear his opinion on this. Because you didn't know about that law, did you? About the...
Which law?
Okay. Are you aware of Joe v. Wade? Or Roe v. Wade?
No.
Here in the States. With the abortion rights.
Fill me in. I just joined. Back again after 8.
Do you know how abortion is, like, very frowned on and almost illegal in most areas? Or legal?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
you know how that's been going, right?
Yeah.
What is your stance on it to a degree? Because John just said his, like, if it's incest to a rape child, you know what I mean? That, I said, well, what about the safe harbor law? Where you drop the kid at the church or whatever like that. And he just brought up a counterpoint to that. But then again, what is your opinion of, there's a state, Colorado has this. I'm specifically calling out Colorado because it is in Colorado they can do this. Where they wait till the mother's fully dilated and the kid is born and then they abort the kid, which is murder. What is your stance on that? Should that be you know what I mean? Like, abortion not legal, as they say.
If the kid is fully developed, you really shouldn't abort the baby. That's kind of messed up.
That's it, because now you can legally get rid of it the moment it comes out the womb. So that's more murder than abortion.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I wanted your opinion on, because that is not being talked about much right now, and that is a thing in the States. You can literally do that. So
that's a fucking cruel way. You might as well have killed the child yourself, almost.
You might be guilty of 1st-degree murder, manslaughter at that point. So, and your circumstances on other things. I gave another counter to John. John's like, that's a gray, comes to your moral too. What happens if a mother's in a car accident And the doctor literally has to say, I can only save the mother and the child. I can't save the child, you know what I mean? It's impossible due to the wreckage. Would you consider that abortion? Or would you consider that just a tragedy?
That's a tragedy more than an abortion.
Yeah, because it's not like women intentionally try to destroy your car or get in these massive car wrecks. Unless there's something really wrong with you. Okay? That's usually not a thing. Nobody wants to get in a bad car accident that can cause your own death, so... Yeah. No, that's not... So, those tragedies, you don't count that, because here in the States, Libra, they'll try to strong-arm it and saying, oh, that is abortion. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's a tragedy.
That's fucking stupid. No, it's not. Because the circumstances is you're not in control at that point.
You're not in control if a granny hits your car. Because you're not there. And, which does happen. Old people hit young people's cars all the damn time here in the States. I don't know if they do it in Canada, Libra. If you've got an old person who shouldn't have their driver's license still driving and they hit your car.
Don't get me started on that. Elderly shouldn't be driving, period, because they...
So that's what I'm saying. That's what causes most car accidents that involve those kind of fringe things. Like somebody who shouldn't have their license did that. So, yeah. Again, it's a morally gray area. Would you say this whole debate comes up to your moral compass? Because that's where it divides in there.
What, the children thing?
Just the abortion thing in general.
The abortion thing, yeah. Like,
But you find it unacceptable, just like John. You can't wait till the kid's fully delivered. Regardless of circumstances.
You gotta wait. Here's the thing. You should have until you have at least, what is it? I give you until 2 months. I give you within your first 2 months. Once you hit that third month, you can't do it. It would be considered.
You mean the second trimester?
Yeah.
Second trimester.
I agree, John. There.
Because I would even agree there. Because let me tell you all something before you throw the pitchforks and knives down my throat or Elden Ring my ass with this giant damn katana I'm using. Most women don't realize fully, you know what I mean? Well, not that you can realize it, but the first 3 months are the most unstablest of months for most mothers, regardless of circumstances. Like, they could be like have a massive stress-induced problem and cause an accidental death, or they do something very strenuous and cause it. The first 3 months are usually considered the most unstablest of months. Correct, John?
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually where most accidents, and I mean this fully, accidents happen. And, oh, I brought this up with John earlier, Libra, your stance on this. What about men who want to keep the child, but the woman doesn't let them?
It's like the women have more rights than men, but they say that they don't have that much rights. Bullshit, you have more rights than we do.
That's just fucking horseshit, you know,
Like, the man will say, okay, I'll take the child, I'll leave you, you know what I mean? Because I have seen men like this, okay? I know some stuff. They're like, I will leave you, deliver the child, and I will take it and, you know, raise it my damn self.
Is there a good caring man? The man should have full rights to take the child and not just the mom just gets it all the time. That's fucking.
No. What I'm saying is she does an abortion. She doesn't care what the man thinks. She just does an abortion because she, you know, can do it. Even though the man fully consents and agrees, like, I will raise the kid myself.
There should be a conversation where both are consenting parties.
No, but women have the right to do that in general. I'm just saying, should that right be...
Oh.
And let's not forget, sometimes they'll do it just straight for... We're forced to pay child support sometimes before the kid's born in the States. I don't know if that's a thing in Canada.
I'll have to back check that one.
Well, you know what I mean. Not everyone wants to look into that, but it's just... The whole thing here is, and I just told John they did a schematic data from like January to April, and released it, and what's on people's minds here states. Number 1 was the abortion because of roevwade, and number 2 was, the economy. Now, segue, since we've got everybody's opinions on that, and this is probably one of the most sticky gray area subjects we can go on. Segue. Um, what do you think of Elon Musk buying Twitter?
Huh?
Do you know why he froze?
Why?
He's finding out they might be getting rid of evidence that there's something wrong with the Twitter algorithm. He's like, hold on a minute, before I buy this, I want you to check something out. I mean, he's still gonna buy it, but he's like, I want to find something out and that you're committing fraud. You know what I mean? Fraudulent embezzlement.
Yeah.
So, your opinion on Elon Musk stopping the buy of that, but exposing that, hey, why are all these numbers...
Right. If he wants to buy something, he's gotta make sure it's clear, it's legit.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, if he buys it and something like that happens, they can pawn it off on him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what's in this chest?
Alright, Libra, your opinion? I know you don't use Twitter, but your opinion of him doing that. Basically exposing a Susan Wojcicki situation. I'm not forcing you, I'm just saying. Oh, right, you don't use Twitter. Never mind. But what do you think of him buying Twitter and trying to unban Donald Trump, at least? Well, he's going to do that. What do you find about that? Do you find that funny? Because that's going to cause a lot of Karens to melt down.
I was just going to say it's about time, because, honestly, what did Trump say so offensive that he needed to be banned?
He existed.
Yeah, the fact that he exists, that's why they took him off, and Elon was like, no, it's time for the Wild West to return. No more woke Twitter, your time is over.
Oh, this will make you laugh a
little
bit.
You remember that joke we said? It's actually spreading. People are requesting him to buy YouTube next away from Susan, or do that, so that means it can be YouTube great again.
Please do that.
We said that. You tweeted that, I tweeted that, and that. Because, do you want to know why he bought Twitter? Not only because it's the town square for the world, you know what I mean? But guess his reason why. Because Twitter screwed up. Libra, take a guess.
Oh, yeah.
Just take a guess why he would do that. A rich guy would, Libra. It doesn't have to be.
Because he wants, he believes in freedom of speech. That's
no, they banned the Babylon Bee. And he's like, what the hell? This is funny. It was literally, you took away something that makes me laugh. Okay, that's it. I'm buying your ass.
I thought he did it because he believed in freedom of speech.
Oh, he does.
That too, but he was just looking for a reason more so.
He needs a reason other than just buy it because he can. So they banned the Babylon Bee, which made this very funny skit. And he's like, no. I want to
laugh.
I want to laugh.
I'm going to say, please, Elon Musk, please buy Twitter away from Susan, because right now YouTube sucks.
Yeah.
There's actually something funny. He even said, he threatened Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola brothers, if you don't know this, as a joke. But some people were like, are you going to do it? Because he said, you know what? Since I bought Twitter, I might buy Coca-Cola next, because they're big, and put the cocaine back in the Coca-Cola.
They keep the cocaine in Krispy Kreme donuts.
You know what I mean? That was hilarious. And I was telling John and Libra, could you see this? Elon Musk, if
are you fucking kidding me? Okay, you two are gonna have to do this. Apparently, I'm being asked to fucking go meet up with my mom.
Oh, was it temporary?
Down 2 blocks away. Well, I don't know how long way back. She says, "Oh, I need you to come with me somewhere." I was like, Where are you? She said, I'm at my friend's house, sitting on the box. She's gonna take us some. I'm like, is it important? She's like, get your ass over here. I was like, alright.
Damn it, man, we've been playing this for a while. Oh well. I'll extend it for a little bit of Libra's questioning, because he'll find this funny. Well, actually, here's one thing, John, I've got to ask you a bit on. Well, first, at Cargo, what do you think would be funny if the way he gets Donald Trump to tweet is they share blunt?
They need to.
Like you saw
and Elon needs to do that face where he went, yep.
And I can just see this Trump being basically, shit plastered, and he'd be like, okay, Trump, I just need you to type 3 letters, WTF or LOL.
WTF or LOL.
You know, Libra, that would set the internet on fire.
Oh, it would.
He doesn't even need to type anything. No big paragraph, just type what the fuck and make sure that's the legit account. And everyone would have meltdowns. Or lol. Don't tell me you wouldn't find that hilarious. It just takes 3 letters to send the internet on fire. Are you friends with Kage?
Yeah.
Can you add him to the chat if possible?
Oh, sure. Hang on.
From your end? Or...
Alright, I'll do it.
I mean, I'm not asking, demanding you. I'm just saying if it's possible in case John can't come back. Love to hear somebody else's opinion. That's the only reason.
Okay. I thought you want. Well, I would have done it. I picked a safe spot. But...
Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to force you. I just thought it would be a good idea because John just said, I don't know if I'll be back. And I think we would want...
It's fine.
Okay. Try to be more considerate nowadays, so... Yeah.
No, you've been doing a good job. Don't worry. Where the fuck did that giant go?
Don't tell me it's one of the giant things that walk around here that can just step on you.
Yeah, I was shooting poison arrows at him and now he's disappeared somewhere. I have no idea where he went.
Damn, I hate it. They do the vanishing trick, didn't he?
He might have glitched. I don't know. I can't find his names.
Nothing's perfect. Oh, look, I found the area where the goblins attack the knights. I'm just gonna sit here and watch this massacre. Let's have a goblin slayer moment.
I want to kill that giant because usually
they drop like 30,000 souls.
Yeah, that's why I mainly want to get him and see if like maybe he drops a specific item, but I can't.
Ooh, he has an item drop?
Sometimes.
Ooh, goody. I know the knights have smithing
stones, yeah.
Smithing stones, which are key. Anybody, if you get a smithing stone, do not sell those things. Those things are like king.
By the way, did you exhaust the dialogue where you got that female to spirit tune for you?
Yep. I figured out where it was. When you mentioned that, I was like, let me go. And she's in that screaming shack, and I passed her like a zillion times.
Okay, this giant must have fucking glitched or something, because I don't fucking see his ass. Where'd he go? Yeah, by the way, they changed some of the parts of this one castle I am. Man,
did they update the game? I think I saw an update recently. I know
yeah, they updated. They changed the landscape of one of the castles I'm visiting. This is a little bit different than my first one. They definitely put some new things in there.
Well, that's good. And by the way, doesn't cost you anything, people. Complete package.
It doesn't.
I like games like this where I get basically a complete game. The only thing you're doing is clearing a glitch. I'm fine with getting...
the AAA industry can't do that for us, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily... And by the way, what's funny is people don't tend to like, where's the story? There's not a lot in here. The point is to have fun.
I never looked at Soulsborne game for stories. I just want to find something on screen.
No, I just find it funny. You're maidenless and you can choose your maiden. That's basically the story point. Or you go to that tree and God smacks you down. That's funny.
Okay, I guess I have to respawn the giant because he somehow fucking he jumped off and I have no idea where he landed.
Okay, so well you're in a safe spot at least to add the members of the party without getting killed, because I don't want you to get killed and lose your souls. That sucks.
Alright, I'll go back to the grace point and find him.
Oh,
alright.
Oh, the usefulness of grace points. Just go sleep there, they reappear. I love that.
That's feature. Okay, where is he? Oh, Hunter. There he is. Okay. It's been added.
Thank you. Even if we're on the mobile, it'll still be good to have a third opinion. But yes, with all those laws in place, it's funny. I mean, I would love it if Elon bought Twitter. I mean, bought YouTube. God damn.
I wanted to buy YouTube next. I'd rather him do that right now, because, man, that copyright shit is annoying as fuck.
Do you know how
I hate those blocked... I hate that blocked clips. Those are the worst. Oh, blocked in this country. Why? Like, come on, really?
You know
Or the
what I
worst
hate the
ones in
most
the-
are games that block gameplay footage broadcasting.
Oh,
Persona
it's-
5.
Super annoying.
Persona
think
5,
so.
the very original, the one they released, is the most guiltiest of it all.
You know what's funny in Royal? They allow you to stream all the main game, but if you try and do the sideline with that Dr. Murphy, they block it all.
You mean if you talk to Dr. Moroki throughout the main game, they block him?
No, what happens is if you exhaust all his persona links and you maximize it, the game actually goes into over mode and they block that section off. Where you can't record gameplay with it. Which is stupid.
Well, at least if I don't want to consider, what is it, Kazumi? That's her name?
Kasumi, although I already know her real name. It's not Kasumi.
But I'm just saying when I remember that. At least if that's the case, I don't have to worry about the main story being blocked. The 80-hour main story.
Yeah, I guess.
And you buy that DLC that was going to help you, and then you find out it's useless. Luckily, that's for the PS3 edition, and why don't you tell everybody on my end what they're doing to the PS3 right now? Because I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, the firmware update basically forces you to... You have to go on a mobile device or a PC, and you have to get a QR code and enter it there to go on PlayStation. You can't enter your password and log in. Thanks,
So basically, everyone who owns a PS3 still, unplug it from the internet after you get logged back in. And don't use the PlayStation Store. Correct?
Don't try and use PlayStation in general. It's fucking stupid the way Sony's doing it.
And by the way, most PlayStation 3 games you buy physical didn't have that many glitches in them. Most of the patches you get there that you have to download the thing, all they are, some of them are just to add trophies. I could name an egregious to the list right now. The Force Unleashed, the very first one, had that problem. It didn't have trophies when it was first released, but they put a patch that had trophies in it.
I'm not allowed to get back onto my PS3 after they did that shit. I'm not fucking jumping through hoops to get a QR code. Fuck them. You can keep their QR shit.
Was I the only one who kind of saw this problem coming and just disconnected mine from the internet basically once? You know what I mean?
This is dumb. Sony's getting way too overconfident with this shit.
Plus, okay, I got what you were saying on your, the PlayStation 5 being shortage being a good thing for PS4 users. Could you explain it in more context for viewers here because you have more time? And I know you're crunched on time.
Basically, it's a good thing because third party aren't going to force you to buy a PS5 to play their games. Another reason is because honestly, what's worth buying a PS5 right now if everything is cross-platform anyways?
Yeah, they did it for PS3 for quite a while. Okay, continue.
Another thing is it's too expensive right now. Like, it's fucking hundreds of dollars plus whatever the scalpers are charging online.
You want to hear something funny, Libra? I just
What?
thought I'd add something to your argument, okay? This is to add fuel to your argument. People are buying PS4s now because they can't get a PS5. Isn't that interesting? So the PS4 sales have gone up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now continue your argument. I just thought I'd add that for fuel for you.
Oh shit. What was I saying before?
It was why it was the good thing, the PS4. It's hard to get a PS5. You said third parties can go cross platforms, and you were going to add a little bit more, and I didn't know if you knew that the PS4 sales had increased because of that.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Okay, because that, I didn't see that in the...
It's just it's too expensive. Like, even if you somehow find a PS5 that's not scalped, is it really worth $500, $400 right now? I don't think so.
What is it in Canadian? because it's higher. I mean, Canadian, for those of you who don't know, Canadian currency tends to be just like $5
Oh
higher
god,
than U.S.
it's
currency.
ridiculous.
So what
It's
is it?
ridiculous.
So what
It's
is it?
probably like $600 Canadian for PS5. I
Are you
guarantee it.
serious? It's 600 and it's like 500 here. Damn. Okay, I just had to do a comparison on
inflation.
I just had to do a freaking comparison on prices because of the, you know what I mean, how our currency's different.
Rates.
It's funny how you're worth more and we're worth less. Ain't that funny? You figure it would be the other way around. No. But, you know, Biden screwed up the economy is making it worse with you shutting down all leases to gas line areas.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Which is going to make it harder for people, for gas supply to come around in general. By the way, since I wasn't talking to you, and at the time, were you anywhere near the Great Honking?
I was, but I really wasn't trying to pay attention to it too much.
I mean, I know the news wasn't saying this. They were stopping honking at reasonable hours, weren't they?
Oh, I don't know.
The trucker protest.
I'd rather not get into that.
I'm just saying, you were in the area where it would bug you sleeping, is all I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
Nowhere near that. No.
Good. That's one thing I didn't get to ask you, because even back then I was like, I really hopefully they're not in the area where labor can't sleep, because that would suck. He has trouble sleeping anyway.
Well, thank God my air conditioner's right in right now. I can.
Oh, it's humid as hell in my area right now too. So yeah. Oh, here's a good thing. Your opinion on the Russia.
Oh, the Russia versus Ukraine.
What's your opinion?
Putin is out of his mind, and it's gonna come bite him in the ass very soon.
Do you think he will use a nuke?
I doubt he's that fucking stupid, but who knows?
Well, I know, but people fear he's going to hit the red football. But do you think that, you know,
Got it.
People don't realize this, and you realized it because we had a conversation on this once. I said nukes are no longer giant missiles. They have nukes the size of like the side of a grenade, and it's a small kilo thing that can blow up and cause the same damn damage. It's like a dirty bomb. So
I doubt Putin's going to be that stupid, because if he does, then there's going to be major backlash, and they'll nuke him back, and he'll die.
But this is where I don't know if mutually assured destruction can even work into effect. See, if mutually assured destruction doesn't happen, you know, where we fire back, what will happen is everyone's going to be like, whoa, we're totally cutting everything off from you. Even China probably would. So it would cause almost his country to be completely cut off, worse than it is now, because he do it. Because you know you did the taboo.
I can't see it happening. That's just me.
But so first it would hurt him short term. Long term, possibly he could get stuff back if it's played right. But by then, other economies have boomed up, have already figured ways around the problem. And let's not even forget, you put a massive bullseye. And here's another thing. Do you really think, and I live in the USA, and USA does work with Canada, and most others say, do you really think that with all the money that our country resources, we've just been sitting on our ass for the same type of nukes for years, or weaponry? We have different weaponry all the damn time. So, you watched that crappy movie, State of the Union, right? That was Triple X State of the Union, that had Ice Cube in it. You remember it came out in the 2000s?
I think I might have missed it.
Well, in it, he used, or the Vin Diesel one. Did you see the one with Vin Diesel?
I think I've seen the Diesel one.
Well, in that, they used actual military hardware. Some of that stuff was actual military hardware, but the thing was, it was like 3 or 4 generations behind. So what they were using in, like, one of them was really old tech. Even though it looked super high-tech then, like, I really want see-through goggles that can see through walls, that's already been way advanced. So yeah, there's that. Which is
Rot breath. Oh fuck. If you're able to get some dragon hearts, I would say.
Where do you get the dragon hearts at? I was actually looking for that the other day.
You have to slay a dragon, then you have to go to a dragon communion church, and you would have to up your faith quite a bit to use them. But once you do, they're pretty potent.
Everyone, it's the berserk sword.
Well,
I just had to do that.
The rotten breath is very, very good.
Yeah, I have the dog that has that thing.
The scarlet rot's really good. Oh yeah, he's gonna die. I got him. Slowly eat away at the enemy and kill him. Just how I like it.
Okay, what are some builds you'd recommend people for Elden Ring since I'm playing it?
Just get faith and sorcery as soon as you can. Just do it.
For warriors, like we use.
Oh, for warriors? Well, depends on the swords you want to use, but I would suggest looking at weapons that inflict different status ailments, because they come in such handy. It's not even funny. Like, there's a great sword that inflicts scarlet rot. It's really good.
Uh-huh. Or there's the guts sword, which I'm walking with right now.
Oh, actually, it's not a great sword. It's called a rot crystal sword. But it's really good, because it's already maxed out. Plus 10.
Yeah, I may have died, but you can see the thing hits like a tank. But yeah, with what all we talk about, I wonder if how many people are going to take the red pill or the blue pill. Freedom of choice, people. Freedom of choice.
I always love that line.
Well, the new Matrix movie wasn't... I mean, as I said, the first 30 minutes were good because it just showed video game development hell.
I heard that the new one is kind of disappointing. I think you.
It is, but it's mainly... Oh, how do I put it? It's for, how you shouldn't have gotten rid of, like, the nuclear family to a degree. It's like a conservative film.
As long as it's a good watch, I'll watch it.
I said the first 30 minutes were funny to me because I can just kind of see, like, I hate my job, here I come.
I hate my job, here I come, yeah.
Because there's literally a scene in it where he goes, it said the Matrix is a video game that they built back in, like, the 90s, and it literally took off, you know what I mean? And they literally... And this is really actually a shot at Warner Brothers. It has to be, because the way it was written was they go, Warner Brothers, our parent company, is making us make a sequel to the Matrix video game. It's specifically said in there by that guy who was, you know, the Smith. He says, Warner Brothers, our parent company, is making us make this. If we don't do it, someone else will mess it up.
Damn. They foreshadowed that?
No, it was more like a shot at Warner Brothers saying, we didn't want to make this, but here you go.
Damn it, that troll's outside the gate and I can't fire arrows at him because the arrows somehow stick into the gate.
How many games, movies have we seen where like we didn't want to make a sequel, but the fans made us, or the company made us?
Oh, fuck. Oh, man, don't get me started.
A lot. So basically what the people in the Matrix did was they put that line in there because, you know, they said the Matrix was a game, and, you know, the guy who owned the company said, yeah, we're being forced to by Warner Brothers. And Warner Brothers is the actual Warner Brothers company that produced the movie. It's funny. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just shot at that. It's more of a propaganda piece. It's okay, but I would recommend you find a someone who has a copy of it and you just watch it that way.
I think sometimes the game publishers should just ignore what the fans want, because some games franchises just need to end.
Kingdom Hearts.
Like, because they said, I'm pretty sure they said that Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to be the last game. You false advertised and you lied to us.
That would be the more... Oh, for example, look, I don't think you need to make a Dark Souls 3, because look at this, it's Elden Ring. It's under a new name, but it's basically a Souls-type game made by the same people. See, here's the example of you don't need to stick to the same brand. You've changed the formula up quite a lot for new people to enter. But you've maintained a little bit of the difficulty problems. Like, you need to know enemy patterns. Like, right now I'm right outside that cathedral where that damn troll boss was that I killed way earlier. Just happy. Because it just annoyed me because you were sitting here. It's like, ooh, I can kill you. Nope. You will die.
There's that troll of the flame sword. Oh,
yep.
Fuck.
Gave me a nice shield.
The flame sword.
He gives you a nice shield, I think it is.
Come on, get up there and snipe him. Come on.
Oh, let's not forget about the ghost trolls that I found earlier.
Oh, they're fucking the worst.
They have projectiles. Then there's these trolls in this game that literally look like Virgil. They have swords floating above them that they can shoot at you from long distance. Those giant things. I'm like, what the hell? When did Devil May Cry get put in here?
Alright, good. I poisoned the troll. Please kill him. Well, the poison will kill him.
It takes a while. And also, you can poison bosses.
Does quicker damage than the poison. It's like poison takes forever.
Really? Scarlet Rot does it quicker?
Yeah, it does. Way quicker.
Okay. That's good to know. One of the good things you being here is you're basically giving tips and tricks for most people that watch this.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker than the poison, trust me.
Have you platinumed the game?
I have no plans.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you platinumed it because you found all those... Basically, what was the finger thing you found that was brokenly overpowered?
Oh, the Wing of Vastal? Yeah, I still got it.
And you have to do a lot to get that thing. So yeah, I'm just like, you probably have discovered certain areas in this game that you know how to get certain items. So what are certain quest chains that are vital?
Games is you have to get every spell and every faith spell. It's like I really don't want to do that. And then you have to get all the rings, talismans. I'm not for that. I'm just not. What? He didn't. The fucking poison stopped. You son of a bitch.
So what do you think of the crafting system they use here? How you basically can create these bombs and stuff that, if you're not a mage, you basically just shot a pretty powerful fire attack.
It's great. I like it.
Was that in a Souls game before? For people who don't play a Souls entry?
No, it wasn't. This is brand new.
Okay, what are some new things they've introduced in Elden Ring that were not in a Souls game? That are specifically designed for newcomers? Because this is where I would like your opinion. Because you've played Bloodborne, well, all three Souls, so you know how the franchise works the best. From Software, what have they introduced that?
Well, from what I know, what hasn't been done is the ability to just get a lot of summons. They've never done that in all the Bloodborne games, where you have like a NPC can summon with a bell. That's the first time they've done that. The runes, like there's great runes, that's new. The crafting system's new. The talismans are new. The pouches are new.
Well, that's interesting. Keep going, because this is stuff that I think some people who don't know, the Souls games would know. I'll put a timestamp on the thing, too, of where to jump to, for when you explain what they've added. And I honestly think, just like John did, this is the best game to get you into a Souls-like franchise, like a FromSoft software game. Would you not agree?
Yeah, it is.
Because it's also one thing I've noticed, no one has the same experience.
Oh yeah, the fact that it's open world, that's never been done in a Souls game.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right, they're usually linear, aren't they?
Yeah, this is the first actual open world where it's open world.
So they went and tried something new. No wonder it took so long in development. For those who don't know, they've been developing this for like 5 years, I think they said.
Yeah, like, I can tell this is just not linear at all. You can go almost practically everywhere. Like, it's so huge.
And you can get around the castle too. Like, I didn't have to go completely through the castle. I found out if you go under it or something, you can get around it. That's new. Used to be you'd have to go through a castle.
The way you enter places is new, definitely. I could tell. Yeah, this is like the most successful game you're ever gonna play, and people still want an easy mode. I'm like,
it doesn't require one, because even I, who's not very big into the Souls, have found this very enjoyable, just in general. So, here's this thing: what makes a Souls, what makes this so much easier compared to a Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Bloodborne game? That makes it so they should shut up on the easy argument. Because this is something I wanted to hear from you, who's played all the Souls.
They give you so many fucking tools. Like the stuff that you craft is fucking very potent and overpowered, and then the faith spells and the actual spells makes it that easy. And then you got the classes.
So there was like, I know there was almost no class system in Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 that I played the other day. So yeah. So this makes it more easier if you pick a class.
Yeah, if you pick a certain class, you're pretty OP somewhat.
Let's not get into samurai build.
Oh man, damn. Yeah, I know about the samurai.
It gives you the katana like I'm using right off the bat. And man, is this thing helpful.
Yeah, this game does not need an easy mode, and there was a good argument because Axeman even made a video about it, and he said if it was an easy mode, then they would have to think about how could they possibly implement an easy mode, and it would take the identity of it.
The whole intrigue of most Souls games is you have to think. And it's not just level grinding completely. Even here in Elden Ring, yeah, you level up, but you have to be very specific on what you put it on, the points on. Because you're only given 1 point. So you need to go, okay, do I want to put my strength here so I can have a better chance, or my endurance to upload the load to make it easier for me to use this?
For God's sake, people should look at fucking Miyazaki's tweet. He basically just tells you in a way, like, just fucking accept it. Just accept it. It's gonna be hard. We want players to overcome challenges. So basically telling you, yeah, you're stuck with what you get, so too bad.
I don't think all games should have an easy mode, to be truthful. People tend to forget there were games that didn't have easy mode even before that was introduced. Contra, anybody?
Oh, I remember Contra.
Yep.
I couldn't even beat the original.
We even said this earlier. The original Sonic. If you didn't know how to do button platforming, that thing could be hard as hell. I mean, there are certain older games that are just as hard as a Dark Souls game. I wasn't saying a Dark Souls, but they were punishing. Contra is just the go-to example. If you want glutton of punishment, go play Contra.
Yeah.
What are you gonna be dumb that's in Master Duel that can be so dumb? You're not gonna pay gotcha money, are you, Keith? Or are you gonna go for a certain build?
The problem is it almost seems their way they're kind of forcing to pay real money because, like, it takes way too long to fucking grind for what you need. It's like you gotta have to splurge some money.
And even winning duels doesn't give you that, and that's another thing. Like in the single player, you have
the ranked is fucking terrible too. Like, if you're up a certain rank like gold, platinum, or diamond, you're facing the same shit over and over again, and it's so oppressive and it's boring.
I mean, I would almost say Duel Masters is as predatory as a MOBA game at times. It can be. You just have to know how to get around it.
Misbegotten
I'm
Warrior?
using Crazy Box. Ooh.
This is new. They never fucking added this in before.
What?
They put an enemy that you never encounter in here before. Okay, this is so brand new.
Yeah, you only play solo mode, but the problem with the solo mode, which is they have the
Solo
season
mode
passes.
is not enough.
Yeah, you have to play online practically to get some freaking
You have
shit.
to play online to get most rewards, and it fucking sucks.
And let's not forget, at one point the player base just dropped because of that freaking DD Dynamite combo that I was talking about on John's stream, which should probably be on here because, you know what I mean?
And now people with the new support say that the cards are bullshit, which they are, and it's only a matter of time before, within a month or so, player base is going to drop again because Konami just doesn't know how to properly balance the game.
How is it that EDO Pro, a fan-made game, is better almost than this? Well, not this one I'm playing, but Master Duels. Okay, let me rephrase that. Or Legacy of the Duelist Links. I mean, that's
not
a good...
Not only that, most of the cards you really want, why are they ultra rare? Why is Ash Blossom ultra rare?
Why is it that it takes you 100 pulls just to get a Dark Magician? Or DD Girl?
Oh, yeah, don't get me started on that.
And why is it that they lock up the packs every day when I would do it? So you have to buy the older packs.
Secret packs. Why can't we have the secret packs just unlocked once you discover them?
I know.
Why is there a time limit on them? It's so dumb.
Or why can't it just like you keep them out once they've been there, and yeah, you just restart the shuffleization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do I have to buy another deck and then have a random chance of getting the one secret deck I want? See, these were things that irked me. Because it made it hard for me to build my decks. I'm like, now don't get me wrong.
Somewhat part of it that's fun is playing with friends. That's the only thing I'll give it. Other than that, it's kind of a pain.
Oh, I'd rather play Master Duelist Links that we've played several times. At least that game, I know where
Are you talking about Duel Link Evolution? Yeah.
Yes. That game, at least we know what the cards are. They're in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they don't make you painfully grind for shit. Like, it took me so long just to make 4 decks. It took me like over a month to make 4 decks.
Yeah, because, I mean, I liked your not EDO, oh goddamn. Your Master Duels videos when you were showing what decks you can build and how you do them. That was pretty good. Or at least telling you what packs you need. Because you can't get the footage of it because limited time.
Uh-huh.
That was annoying too. Like I said, that limited time thing also makes it hard for other YouTubers to like, hey, you need to get this pack here, this pack here, this pack here for you to build your deck. Well, if you're in the middle of recording and like, I don't know, the time limit runs up, yeah, you've just wrecked the video. Konami, fix that feature, would you please?
Agreed.
Because, I mean, it makes it harder for some people to make deck build videos. I mean, I noticed that about yours, even though you built pretty cool decks that you were using against, it just, that one system makes it hard for other YouTubers to recommend this game.
They definitely need to do a lot more than what they're doing right now, because Master Duel, I hate to say it, at some point it might end up being like Duel Links, and I don't want that, because I see good potential in Master Duel. It's just Konami's just fucking refusing to step up for some reason.
Oh, wait, I don't think on my side they heard your opinion. What was what happened? What did you think of what Konami did to us for the April Fool's gag with Dragoon?
Oh, that, I wasn't surprised they did the gag.
And Verticonda?
It's like, I wanted Verte to be banned.
Or limited it to one. You know? I mean, if you want to do something, if you want to compromise, make it so Verte is 1 and Dragoon is 1. You know what I mean? Then I don't have to worry about 3 Dragoons on the field destroying my entire field. I think I could go with that compromise, couldn't you?
Yes.
I mean, because you could still use the card, and this ain't like the pot of greed loop you can put, or the Yada lock. Ugh. There's a great Yuki video which is like 2 hours long. It's the history of like the packs that were released of the metagame, and it basically goes from like 2001 when they were first released to like 2005. On how basically it ends like with like how Chaos Emperor, Envoy of the End, and Chaos Dragon Max were basically the cards that would break the game. I was like, yeah, I remember those cards being hard to get, but they would break the game. They still do. Chaos Dragon Max.
I guess I can't do this optional Radon boss yet. I guess I'm way too early in the game.
I found that funny that you had to be at that specific location to find that one girl.
Which one?
The one that gives you the ability to level up, you know.
Oh, that, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, wait, so I have to go to a specific save point to find her? When you pop out right at the church.
Okay, so I guess I go explore and do other things because I can't do this festival right now. It's not giving me the ability to. Darn.
I mean, I'm sorry everyone. Regardless of what you would say, Elton Ring, look at this map! Yeah, I've unlocked a lot of it. That map is huge! Oh wait, Goblin attacked me, that's why I freaking got out of here, stupid goblins. Do I need to become the Goblin Slayer for a minute? Or do I need to have JonTron here saying I hate goblins? I mean, just look at this thing. That's how much content they gave you. It's a giant ass map. Like, I will argue with people over the size of this map and what all you can do in this map. And the fact that there's secret bosses and stuff, or secret dungeons still in here that I'm finding, should just say how much, an idea of how much content they gave you.
Yeah, I guess there's certain bosses, main bosses I have to fight before I do the these certain optional bosses because it's not opening it up to do that yet. That's fine. Suppose I get to do that other optional ending, which I heard is one of the second best endings, and I'll be fine. Yeah, apparently there's 2 good endings and then there's 1 bad ending. I'm doing the bad ending for last. Because, you know me with endings, I like to see good things, not bad things.
Well, we all don't want to know the world is just screwed.
Eh.
Too much realism in the game can be a bit of a pestilence. I mean, I like some stuff in my game like that, but I don't like you just beating me over the head with symbolism. I mean, you can give us... Games with multiple endings tend to be fun, interesting anyway, because it gives you a reason to go replay through it, because you have to make certain choices for the endings.
Have a safe Jew.
Alright, well, for now, at least, I'm gonna sit and save and quit Elden Ring, because I did quite a bit of hours for this. Why does the fucking chair always break when I sit at the round table? It always breaks on me.
Well, maybe your character's so heavy they just break.
No, it's a glitch, I think, because it's been doing that even when I first did it. It's odd. It just breaks the chair for some reason.
Have a safe journey.
They misbalance so hard that they game break the game.
Well, at least it's not a game breaking bug. So there's that.
What was the build that the update kind of got messed up that made you restart all the way from 0?
There was no update like that, not that I found.
Or they nerfed a certain build you had early in the game?
The only thing they nerfed are certain things that I never used in the game, so it never affected me.
Oh, because Mighty Keith did that one skit on the one build.
Well, I knew it was coming because, like, I noticed that from software, if there's a way you can really, really hand cheese the game, they're like, yeah, we're gonna put a stop to that.
Yeah, we want you to have fun and not just completely game break it.
I'll definitely go for the second ending. I'm just gonna take a lot of my time because I kind of already beaten the game already, so I'm going at a very slow pace compared to what I did in my first one.
I hate poison ponds that I'm running through because I need to get the poison bloom shit or to collect certain shit. Ah! What is this thing shooting up at me? Let me down! Get down the hole! Okay, I thought the troll chests were annoying when I first found the troll chest. I'm like, what is this? Did you just teleport me across the map?
At least there's no mimics. I'm kind of glad they got rid of the mimics. Rather than just teleport me than the chest coming alive and you have to kill it.
Well, mimics are almost in every form of an RPG, a mimic. I don't know, I was amazed I didn't run into a mimic.
I'm just glad they changed it up a bit, because it was gonna get boring fighting mimics.
That is true. Oh, you don't have to stay if you don't want to, dude. If you're getting sleepy, go ahead and sleep.
Oh no, I shouldn't go to bed. I shouldn't go to sleep now.
Or
it's just because unfortunately I still had trouble going to sleep last night.
weather?
Yeah, weather. But the AC's in, so I'm gonna have a good sleep, a very good sleep tonight.
And he says his Red Dragon Archfiend deck might be overkill in solo mode. In Master Duels.
Oh, that's good.
No, I was gonna ask your opinion.
Solo mode is good somewhat.
No, on
Although
Red Dragon Archfiend, can it be broken? Like you just said.
I mean, yeah.
In solo mode.
It can.
Hmm. Well, he says he's enjoying it. What's another build you recommend for him that's probably easy to draw?
Oh shit, it's been a while since I looked up new archetypes.
No, just an archetype that's easy to draw with the pulls you get in the beginning that you don't have to worry about getting the secret rare packs with. What's a good build that he can use?
You're not gonna find that.
Wow, Konami, really?
Every deck requires you to have a secret rare of some kind. Although when you first start your account and you get all the rewards, it's not bad. It's after you gotten everything you spent, every possible point is when it gets tricky. And especially if you're trying to make like 2 or 3 decks, yeah, that's gonna take you weeks to months, like it did for me.
It took you a couple weeks because you were trying to figure out ways to get around the predatory practices, if I recall right.
Yeah.
From your content, because mind you, we haven't talked in months, but from your content, you were like trying to figure out ways to get around the predatory practice and tell people, which is good. People need to know how to get around predatory practices.
They make it really fucking hard, let me just put it that way, and I kind of caved in and I spent real money.
Oh.
To be fair, they put the gem, they have a gem sale, so can't complain too much. They had a major discount on a gem sale, so.
But even so, the fact that they still kind of almost require you to buy.
Oh no, it's still shitty. I'm not defending it by any means.
No, I understand. I understand that's how you sped up the process. I ain't condoning it. I've bought DLC before, horse cosmetics. Okay, not horse cosmetics, but you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
We've all bought those skin DLCs before, so I ain't, or I've bought at least 1 or 2 cog points just to get my battle pass. Like put $2 down. So I'm not one to condone. I've done the exact same thing before, so except in a different franchise. So no complaints here. Oh yeah, that's good, Keith. You didn't spend any money. We're just saying sometimes it's going to get to the point where you have to spend money, and it's called predatory practice that we don't like. Which is funny that EDO Pro is superior because you get all the cards from the get-go and you can have fun.
Yeah, the only problem with EDO Pro, well, at least for Conundrum, is he could not find a way to get it on his computer. So he's kind of stuck with doing stuff on Master.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, he told me. He tried several times to get the program, he couldn't. Kept fucking up his computer and shit.
Put it on your phone, dude. That sounded horrible, but if you have a smartphone, they make it for the smartphone. But it's so bloody buttony, it's hard. So I could understand that.
The only reason I'm playing Master Duel to a certain extent is because I like seeing cards on the big screen.
Who
And
doesn't?
Yeah.
You
And I
know, if
got
the
quite a
EDO
bit of
Pro
access.
people could make one for the consoles, that'd be great.
Oh, if they did that, I would so get into that right now. Give me controller
I don't care,
support. I will
fan.
be there.
I mean, Discord people, if I have to slap down $20 to get that program for a PS4 or any console, I'll give you money.
Give me that.
I mean, if you had to pay $50 and you got EDO Pro, okay, let's just say $50, but it still runs the exact same way it does. Would it be $50?
And they give you every card, and you don't have to do this fucking secret rare, super
and it
rare,
updates by itself when the new structure decks come out. You don't have to worry
Oh,
about.
that would be great. Yeah,
Like
I'd
it-
throw $50 for that shit. It's
like
way
it
worth
does
it than this.
now, like with the new structure deck, the Albez one.
Yeah.
Would you just slap $50 and then
Yes,
there
I
you
would.
go?
Yes, I would. It's way better than this boring, grindy Predator practice. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of too late for me, so maybe I'll probably build like 1 or 2 decks, and I'll stick with that for a very long time.
No, I'm just referring to if they managed to ever have put that program straight on a PS4 or PS5. That's when I'm just gonna go. Okay, here's my money. I don't care if I'm given everything from the get-go. And it's not a Souls game. Every card, okay, let's rephrase this. This is what's called a trading card competitive card game. This is different from a video game, damn it. An RPG or something that's completely different. Please, people, get that through your head sometimes. Competitive TCGs are a lot different than like say Elden Ring or something would be like, you know, the predatory thing that we just were talking about. So doing that is like a godsend blessing.
I'm gonna pop my field spell. Oh, you fucking ass blossom me, son of a bitch.
Ash Blossom is hilarious to me. I love the card. I love using the card. I hate it when you used against me.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's really bad on here? Konami whales. They got so many fucking foils in their deck. It's like you're part of the problem.
Well, no offense, Kage. Bleach whales are now a thing too for the PS4 because Brave Souls is on here.
Oh shit, damn.
I want that gotcha. Yeah, I play Brave Souls, but I know how to manage my shit and get around it. I'm willing to wait a week to do the cons Zanza. That's another thing that gives most gamers a bad name. Is whales.
Uh-huh.
I blame that on
Yeah.
the MOBA industry.
Yes. Yeah, there's actually some people saying, "Oh, look at this Konami whales on Master Duel," and I'm like, "Damn."
And you just go, well, shit, I played with Master Duel, now I might feel tainted. I'm gonna be thrown in with that person. I hate whales.
Yeah, but I don't spend hundreds of dollars or $1,000. I haven't spent that much money. Maybe like 300.
No, I'm just saying it's the problem. Like I said, I'm not trying to be bossy. Is we've all had this problem. Oh, you play that game? Well, then you're a whale. That stigma, which I can't stand.
I gotcha.
I mean, come on, I was just as guilty of just what I just said when I said, wait, we were just talking about predatory practice. Like, wait, you spent gems? See what I mean? That's the argument that is so... Although, we're probably going to not have PS4s for quite a while, and Xbox is probably going to win this gen war. I don't use the console generation war thing lightly anymore, because it's not that big a deal to me. I'm only going to call it that because of chip shortage.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be a chip shortage until 2024. Yeah, that's quite a...
At least, the blockage is at least 6 years. The damage is really bad.
Well, the only good thing I can see out of this is we probably don't have to worry about Visual Future happening.
Well, we might, because they can't produce the discus.
Oh yeah, true.
It comes down to what about the distribution of how many discs do we have to make. But it will make it more. It's probably going to make it, because of this, more time for possibly devs to work on games. I mean, look at FromSoft right now. They just gave you that update that you just weren't aware of. Some devs might have rushed them on to the next game.
I hated for such a long time that certain devs or publishers are forcing you to buy a new console to play a new game. It's like, why fucking do that? Like, you're thinking like everybody's gonna have this new hardware to play on. It's like, don't fucking do that shit. Piss me off. Like, I remember when Bandai Namco. Oh man, I
did you see what they did with their logo? They changed their logo. It looks like the most generic logo ever.
I didn't hear about it.
Oh man, just look it up, that Bandai Namco's new logo. It looks so... It doesn't stick out. You know how the old one kind of just sticks out the way it was? They made it look bland like when it was red. The old Bandai logo. It's kind of that... Damn. It's like that bland.
My thing that I hated about Bandai is they force you to buy a PS4 to get Tales of Berseria. I'm like, why? It's on PS3. Port the damn game to US.
Oh, do you know how long it took us to get the port of the PS3 Tales of Vesperia?
Oh, you mean the game that never actually came to North America and was only exclusive for PS4?
PS4 and the Switch? Hey, wait, Dustin, are you on your PS4? I'd love to have you on stream if you're near a PS4, dude. And I know your friends are still close like it's Dustin, I believe. I am, so.
I haven't been able to be on it back yet.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'll throw you in the party real quick. Everyone, you'll suffer a blue screen for 5 seconds. Wait, am I near a squiddy? Oh no, the squid's near me. Sorry Dustin, give me a minute, that squid's near me. Tentacle monster. Will not have tentacle monster kill me while blue screen. Bad tentacle monster.
Yeah, sorry Dustin, I haven't had you. There's been so much unnecessary things going on, especially the construction.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell us some more about. Well, not tell me some more about that. Like it seems like some bad shit's going on. It's like things have been crazy for you in IRL like me. Okay, let me go hide behind this boulder, and everyone.
It's just it.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Blue screen back off. Sorry about that. Had to add somebody real quick. So they've been doing construction on your place too? Well, that sucks.
Oh, they done it over where you live too? Damn.
No, on
So
you,
nothing.
where you live. Like, I didn't know they were doing
Yeah.
construction.
Yeah, they are. So annoying too, because like I'm trying to do a video and you hear like enough of it, like you hear a bang somewhere or some fucking drill. It's so annoying.
You know what's funny about Elden Ring, as we're just gonna deviate just a minute back to that, it's perfect for streaming material if you're not like streaming a game for just talking like this. Because it's a game you just roam around and farm and stuff like that. It's kind of like Monster Hunter if it didn't require to be online. You just gave me an offline Monster Hunter game. Thank you, FirmSoft. I really will thank you for that. Open world game that's fun to craft and stuff. We all could use that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to bed early tonight.
Shit, death metal put me in a coma. What is up with that turtle? With the bell. That is hilarious. Did you kill that thing? Or is it just part of the environment?
Oh, that I don't know.
The walking thing with the bell on him. Oh. Whoa!
Oh, I know
okay.
what you're talking about. Those things, if you manage to, because you have to strike certain things off of its legs, if you can get it onto that thing, it will produce some great souls that have been vanquished, and you can like duplicate it, so you can like get some other weapons or a spell.
Ah! He just stepped on me and took away half my health.
Yeah, they're gonna be a little tricky to deal with. Where the fuck is my daily rewards? How come it's not unlocking? Like, come on. What the hell? Konami, come on. Update my fucking daily rewards.
I mean, we could go a Konami rant all day with how they do things.
Oh, I got lucky and pulled the Ultra and Super. Okay, that's not bad. Okay.
Oh, what do you think of the Albaz structure decks they released?
Haven't been able to get my hands on. Sold out.
But you can basically run a very strong fusion build.
I only want it because Pot of Extravagance is now really cheap. That's why I want it.
Oh, that works too.
As soon as they come out with a structure deck or a certain special pack to get Pot of Prosperity for cheap, I am so getting that, because
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if the next structure deck is a Trap Tricks structure deck.
I mean, there's a good possibility. The only expensive card is Sarah and Calaria. Everything else is pretty dirt cheap.
Derp.
It's not bad.
No, I'm making fun of the old derp saying.
No, it's fine. This is the ultra rare I pulled, so I can dismantle it.
Yeah, it's a shame why did they ever make a raw structure deck? That actually was something that irritated me. I was like, okay, so I get Slifer and Obelisk. Where's my raw?
That's a good question.
Or are we being greedy? Or because we all know Winged Dragon Raw is like one of those, you know, highly bought cards.
Okay,
It makes me wonder if Sony bought Konami, would they have to get rid of their TCG license of this, of Yu-Gi-Oh, and sell it to Sony?
that is a good question. Where the fuck is my Ultra Rare? Now I pulled one.
Thing. That makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Here it is. It does.
Because Konami owns the license to Yu-Gi-Oh, correct?
Yes.
So if you sold, Konami sold most of their IPs, wouldn't their like trading card games and stuff they own go with it?
I don't know. I think Konami would probably find a way to keep it because they already made so much profit on Master Duel already. Despite the fact that they're losing players on Steam, they somehow earned a shit ton on Master Duel. So that just gives more Konami excuses to be even more lazy.
Oh shit! I accidentally went into the area of the bosses.
Okay. Oh my. You gotta be kidding me. Now because I spent some gems, now they unlock the rewards? Oh, you fucking scummy
Veteran
piece of
Amber
shit.
Medallion. Okay. Did we get that? Got rid of the poison effect? Let me go to the serving guide. Well, you're gonna get some pretty damn good sleep.
Yeah, I can't afford to go to sleep now.
No, I said sounds like you're gonna get some good sleep when you finally manage to sleep. Not sleep as of right now. When you finally manage to sleep, you're finally gonna get some good sleep.
Yeah.
Ah! Rats!
Sorry if I'm a little scatterbrained right now.
It's okay, dude. I understand your, sleep thing. I actually suffered that for like a few weeks, so I didn't get the problem nowadays. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotta make it up to the top. Do not die yet. Thank you. Okay. Whew. If I'm gonna die of poison, let me get the things first.
Yeah, you'll keep the items, you'll just lose your rooms, that's all. So, once you get the item, it's there. Which is very nice. I wonder why somebody spread that speculation that if you die once you have to start the entire game over. Who came up with that rumor? Why?
Were you playing Demon Souls?
No, like somebody put out a rumor before Elden Ring came out saying that once you die in the game, you have to completely start the game from scratch from the beginning. Like,
Buddy, there are plenty of games that do that, but those are ones for like someone who wants pain.
yeah, I didn't think that would happen in Elden Ring. I mean, I would have played it regardless, but there's so much bullshit that you die from, it probably wouldn't make sense to put it in Elden Ring anyway.
No, I know somebody that tried to do a no save run, so that thing would have happened to them, but that's something you deliberately do to yourself.
Oh,
So,
is that why that rumor was around?
no, not on Elden Ring. I've heard of that kind of concept happening before, but the person I know in a Souls game, you know, I guess the graces act as a checkpoint, and he made it so you purposely he did a purpose run, like a challenge run, where you don't stop at any of those or save it anywhere. You know what I mean? And so if he died, he would have gone all the way back from the beginning. Unfortunately, someone talked to him, he turned his head and he accidentally saved. Or sat at one, and that infuriated him. That was right next to where somebody did another challenge run and the power went out.
I wouldn't attempt those kind of runs because how would you beat the game realistically if you never sat at a grace point? Because the game takes too long to beat as it is.
Oh, a Souls game?
Yeah.
I think he was just being like, you know, I'm purposely gonna challenge myself. You know, it wasn't for trophy, it was for the bragging rights, like you used to do back in the day.
Oh no, I get the bragging rights, but why choose that bragging right? I don't agree with it.
I hold the bragging right if I got the Excalibur 2 for the PlayStation 1 game. For Final Fantasy 9, and if those of you don't know, you have to beat the game in under 12 hours. Get to Hades in under 12 hours to get the Excalibur 2. Any of you ever tried to play Final Fantasy 9 and time yourselves? That's almost literally speedrunning the bosses. The only thing that'll take a while is probably the dialogue, but you need to run. Like, those bosses you need to literally, like, cheese them. Like, know the glitch. Like, I think it's like one of the bosses you throw a Phoenix down at, it'll die. Like, you have to use the exploits to get that. Also, Final Fantasy 9 is very heavily gear-based, so all you have to do is get the certain gear and you're good. So yeah, that's good old bragging rights. Or I've seen someone try to do a level 1 Chrono Trigger run. Speed run.
Alright, I gotta tap out. I'm just so out of energy and I'm so tired right now.
Go right ahead, dude. I ain't holding it against you. I said you're free anytime you need to.
I know. I wanted to see how long it's fine. Thanks for a good time for this.
Oh, no, that's fine, Hopefully I can get a hold of you again sometime. So, yeah.
Alright, see you later.
See you later. Let me kill these knights real quick, everyone. Unfortunately, I guess I'll end it with us, and I'll put a timestamp down below so you can skip the controversial part. Yeah, for those, because I know most people do not want to hear half of the controversial part, so I'll put a timestamp below after it's just done processing so you can skip it if you feel like it. Talk to you later.